All right, guys. So we're all upright. Perfect. So let's start in our easy pose just to get grounded. If you are feeling tight in the hips, go ahead and sit up on your bolster for me. But we're just going to take a little minute here to arrive. All right. So if you feel safe, maybe closing the windows of the eyes. Making sure that your heart is stacked right over your pelvis. Yeah, so sometimes there's a tendency to lean a little too forward or a little backwards. As you adjust that, you may have to adjust the ankles. Arms are just softly resting with the hands on top of the knees. Start to draw the breath in through your nose and exhale nose or mouth. Just letting it gently enter and exit with no expectation, with no need to control or change. Moving into stillness so that you can allow yourself to get out of your mind, into your body, and listen and actually hear what your body is asking for. 5 more rounds of breath here. Expanding the tissues and the lungs. Starting to drop into that space between conscious and unconscious. Last couple rounds of breath. Good job, Grace. As it feels right, you'll very slowly flutter the eyes open, taking in a bit of light. And then as it feels right, we'll gently just unwind these legs and come into a hero pose. So in hero, you can grab a block or sit on a bolster like this. But to start with, our heels are going to be up under our hips. There we go. Nice. And then I just want you to lift up tall through that spine once you feel supported from below. Good. And exhale to drop the chin to the chest and start to take some neck rolls. Now, as you're exploring your neck hygiene, I want you to connect to your core. So pull the belly button back towards the spine. That's exactly right, Amber. You're gonna get a little taller up through the crown. Trying to keep the spine nice and straight and aligned. Shoulders are soft. One more roll in this direction with the neck. Exhale to reverse. You can take these circles as big or as small as feels right to you. You have the time, you've created the space. Just welcome the breath into the equation. One more roll. Good job, my loves. Coming back to center. Big inhale. Open mouth. Exhale. Nice. Feel those little tingles come over the body. I want you to lean forward into the hands as you tap the toes. We're going to keep this toe tap and just press the weight back into the feet so that you feel a stretch into the toes. So I like to really plaster my hands down and even lift my knees, kind of getting a little weight shift here. There we go. Feeling connected to the earth. Feeling connected to this present moment. Opening your energetic channels. One more breath. Exhale, untucking these toes. We're going to come back into our hero, but we're going to take our hands behind our low back and interlace the fingers. So drop the shoulder girdles down and then extend the elbows out. Notice if you flare a little bit. If that feels good, that's okay. Just lift that heart. But if it feels better to keep that core engaged, just notice the difference between the two shapes. You're going to inhale here. Exhale to bow into a child's. Letting those hands come up over the head, feeling a very generous stretch in the shoulder girdle. Notice if you press the palms together, it changes the stretch. There we go. One more breath. Exhale, keeping this hold, we're going to roll back up through the spine. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to open, maybe even setting the fists down behind you. And exhale to fold, child's. You may get a little tingle in the hands, stick with it. We're gonna get some fresh blood flow. One more inhale. Exhale to let go of the hands and bring them in front as you soften into that child's a little deeper. Good. Maybe getting a little sway left and right. Really sinking into what is beneath you. Lengthen through the spine. Maybe grabbing a block for the forehead if that's needed. One more breath here. Very nice, my loves. When you're ready, ground through your hands, tuck your toes, and rise into your first downward facing dog. If you had something supporting your hips, you'll just gently slide that off to the side and then dial back in to your downward dog, lengthening all of the long major muscles in the body. I want you to lift the hips high, reach the heels towards the earth. Neck is in line with the spine. Elbow creases are spiraling forward. You're pressing into your pointer finger and thumb. Good job, everyone. Now we're going to inhale to send the right heel high to the sky for 3 points. But listen carefully, exhale to right away float the right foot back down. Inhale, send the left heel high for 3 points. Exhale, bring it back down. We're gonna switch back and forth between the two. Inhale, just feeling that dynamic stretch between the legs. Exhale. Left leg goes up, breathe in. Exhale, nice work. Next one, big inhale, reach, 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 hold. Exhale to bend at the knee and open the hip. Yeah, there we go, good. Inhale to straighten through that leg. Exhale, bring it up for a pigeon. Now, personally, I like to stay up these days. So this is the shape that would serve me best, but sometimes it's best to just come on down. Good. We're gonna be here for about 5 rounds of breath, so not too long. Don't force yourself into proper alignment yet, but just notice where your body lands. Nice, Christian. There we go. Pull that hip, your left hip towards me. Yeah. Yes, you feel it? There we go. Good job, everyone. Last round of breath. Exhale, we're gonna unwind. So if you are sleeping, then you lift your chest. I just want you to press back into a tabletop. Very good. And then we're gonna get real organic. So ground through the hands, keep the knees together, and just let the hips fall left and right. Yes, that's right. Yes, Gary. So I feel this in my lower back. I feel it up my IT band. And it changes depending on the day. Good. One more. Nice work. Come back to center for me. I want you to reach the hands out in front of you. Good, and we're gonna exhale to lower the heart to the earth, puppy pose. Keep the hips high, forehead is grounded. 3 breaths here. Letting go of the tension in the upper shoulders, last round. Exhale to start peeling yourself back into your tabletop. Nice work, guys. We're gonna rise back into that downward dog and take our little 3-point flow before we open the knee. Nope, open the hip, bending at the knee, and then come into our pigeon. So checking in with the alignment of this down dog. Belly button is pulled back to the spine. Ribs are knitted in. Let's start with our left heel. Inhale, sending it up high to the sky, reaching the right heel to the earth. Exhale, feet come together. Inhale, right foot up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Building strength, exhale, good. Inhale, right. Exhale together. This is our last one. Inhale the left up. Exhale to point the toe and bend at the knee to open through the hip. Very good, everyone. Inhale, lengthen through the left leg. Exhale, bring it on up for pigeon. Ooh, that was harder on that side. There we go, yeah. So maybe blocks or maybe chill, laying down. Perfect, guys. Yes. Nicole, bring your right hip like this way. Ah, yes. There we go. A few more rounds of breath. Starting to find that stillness with a bit more ease. Last one. Exhale. Begin to unwind. Good job, guys. Tabletop. Very nice. Taking any organic movement here just to let that side go. And then I will meet you back in your downward facing dog. We're gonna take 2 sun salutations. Now, if you choose to skip the sun sals, good job. We'll be back with you in 2 sun sals. There we go. Okay. All right. Big inhale, down dog. Exhale, top of the mat for your forward fold. Bending through the knees if you're feeling extra tight, letting the head relax. There you go, Carrie Watson. Yes, inhale for half lift, like you're a turtle coming out of its shell. Good, exhale, fold. Inhale to reverse swan dive all the way up to your mountain. So just stand up at the hip. There we go, big stretch overhead. And exhale, forward fold. You got this, good. Inhale for half lift. And then keep yes. Exhale, fold. Ground the hands. Inhale to step the feet back, finding your high plank. Front body is pressing away from the earth. Good. Exhale, lower your knees, and then lower down to your belly. Yes, Anna, good. Inhale to lift for your baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Perfect. Inhale to press into your hands, moving through your tabletop. Belly lifts away from the ground. Tuck those toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale for half lift. Yeah, a little more here. Ooh, yes. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Now this time, I want you to exhale, bring prayer hands to heart center, but squeeze your belly in, nice and tight. It's like you're squeezing your center line so much that your head gets taller and your feet get heavier. Yeah, we gotta get a little shoulder shimmy sometimes. Inhale to reach. As you exhale, I want you to take the fingers to the inside of the thighs, right under the butt. So stick out the heart. This might be enough, but if you have more space, you can walk the hands down the inside of your legs. Just play. Yeah, be soft and kind to yourself. One more inhale. And then exhale to come on up. Good. Whew, that was kind of crazy. You want to give it one more go? Sure. It feels good. Yeah. All right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to plant those hands either right under the bum and just stick out the chest, or you can start to walk the fingertips down the inside of the legs to deepen the back bend. Good job. Hold on to those lower abs. One more breath. Open the throat. That's right, Ash. Exhale to come on up. Good job, guys. Take a minute for an awkward stretch. That's a really deep back bend there. Good. Really stretching through the ribs too. Yeah, good. All right. Let's make our way back down, shall we? Top of the mat for our mountain, standing proud. Inhale to reach. Exhale to forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale for half lift. Exhale, fold. Round the hands. Inhale, taking the feet back to your high plank. Engage the core. Good. Exhale, lower your knees, but everything stays still. And then lower down to your belly. Triceps. Beautiful. Inhale to squeeze those middle back muscles, lifting into your cobra. Exhale to lower. Very nice. Inhale to press through your tabletop. Exhale, downward dog. Last one here. Wiggle it out. Spread the fingers wide. Big inhale. Exhale, lower to your child's pose. Take a moment. I want you to let your heart beat. Spread all that heat evenly through your body. Good. Just soften for a second. 2 more breaths. Good work. This last breath. Right. As it feels right, you'll rise, grab your strap, and lay down onto your spine. No rush. Take any little transitional movements that you need. And you may want to have your bolster close to you for the leg stretches that we're about to do, just depending on how tight you are. We are going to start with the right leg in the strap, so your bolster would be on the left side of your body. Good job, Sarah, with the setup. I always forget. I like get you into it, and I'm like, oh, good. Now, left sole of foot is going to be grounded for me. So bend through the left knee and plant the sole of the foot on the earth. Yes. Then straighten through that right leg. Now I like to choke up high on the strap so that my arms are straight. I even like to wrap my hands into it so that I can kind of get a lock where I'm not having to use my arm strength to pull and hold, right? There should be this ease that comes into this. Your shoulders get really heavy into the earth. Good girl, yes. And then really flex, flex, flex. That's it. Nice. So in yin, there's this moment in your stillness. You enter it and you're like, this is awesome. It feels so good. And then you stay there and this discomfort creeps in. It's the muscle trying to fight you because there's some tense fibers in there. The point of that is to stay with that sensation, inhale into it, and exhale to let it soften. Yes, those little shakes are good, Kristen. Yes. Here we go. Starting to slip into that space where you know that you're working, but you're also enjoying the peace that is arising. Good. 3 more breaths. Long, long exhales, my friends. Here we go, big inhale. As you exhale, I want you to lengthen your left leg onto the earth. See, and keep the right leg how it is. Notice how that changes things. Good. Big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Very nice. On your next exhale, you're gonna drop the right foot across the midline of the body over to the left side of your mat as your shoulders stay grounded. So you may want to take the strap into one hand. I like it in my left hand. Yes. Now bolster if you're feeling like you need a little support. Best practice would be to turn this bolster on its tall side. Yes. Or if you have the two, perfect. And you do your best to not let the right side of the body clench, right? It needs to be heavy and soft to counteract all of the activity that you've got going on the left side. That looks great. So your next edge, if you ever feel safe, bend through this knee and try to reach that hand to this foot, and then you open through the legs. Just an offering, not a requirement. There we go. Next thing, bend through this knee. Try to take your right fingers and grab this foot. Leave it on the ground though. So you're not gonna force, but we're just gonna, that'll be where we go next, right? 5 more rounds of breath here. Just try to soften that right rib cage. Yes, nice, Amber. Ooh, that's better. There we go. 2 more rounds of breath. Got it. Last one. Exhale. I just want you to drop that strap and unwind. Taking the soles of the feet together and opening into a little reclined butterfly. Maybe some windshield wipers of the knees would feel good. This is your moment of rebound. Maybe feeling that flush of a temperature change. Maybe those little tingles, like something fell asleep, but now the blood's coming back. 1 more breath. Good. Very nice, guys. And there's no rush. When you're ready, we're gonna get set up for the other side. So gently moving your bolster, mindfully bringing the knees together. Good. And we'll start with our right foot grounded and our left foot in that strap straight up towards the ceiling. And I really want you to check in with how you're holding the strap. This can make or break a shape. It's like how I always say, if you're not breathing, you're not getting the benefits. The strap can be a little tricky. If you're like having to hold and control, that is not fun for your brain. That's like all you can focus on. So again, you find that nice point where you're kind of just locked into the strap and your arms don't really have to do anything. It's gravity that is pulling your foot closer to your face. Nice work, everybody. Finding that pain point staying with it and making the choice to soften into it. As much as yin is for the muscles, it is also training for our brain. By working in this way, we are teaching our brains to remain calmer in the face of difficult situations. So we'll be less reactive with more yin in our lives. Last round of breath. As you exhale, extend that right leg long just to open that stretch, kind of noticing the similarities in the stretch. This is kind of like when we were doing our 3-point. Big inhale. And then exhale, taking that left foot across the midline of the body, finding your IT band stretch. Setting that bolster up if you needed that support. Turning it on its tall side. Kind of weird to turn it on your tall side, but on your own sometimes. There we go. So you ground that way, and then I'll do this. There we go. Perfect. And then you can totally just let go here, right? This has got you. I can tell this side is just a little bit tighter, and that's okay. Yeah, just a little bit, yeah. If you want to bend this knee, you can start to play with reaching this knee to this foot, and then you open apart from each other. So don't force, but just know there is more to it if it feels good. Nice, Angela, yes. Throat is open, shoulders are soft, arms are disengaged. 3 more breaths. Slipping into that space of ease. 1 more. Exhale to just drop that strap and gently unwind. Nice work, guys. Take a second. There we go. Maybe a big full body stretch. Good work, my darlings. Okay. When you're ready, come up to vertical for me. We're going to take our inner thigh stretch with our bolster. So I'm going to show you guys all the options, okay? Now I think because we're a little fuller in this class, we need to turn to the long side of our mats. So I'm going to come over here and demo. So option number 1 is just your regular child's pose, right? This is good. We love it here. Option number 2 is your frog. So hips over the knees, ankles directly back from the knees. You open and let from the hip points to the clavicles rest on the bolster. So you will feel this right in here. Option number 3 is to go super deep with it and take your baby doll straddle. So you plant the soles of the feet, toes pointing forward, And you gently lower your torso onto your bolster so that you can let go here. So let's see what feels good. So play, but whatever shape you choose, remember that the point is to be able to let go into it, okay? And then once we get that stretching, we're just gonna take the legs behind and do belly time. So it's gonna take some wiggling. No, that's great, yeah. I feel like maybe bring the bolster a little forward because what you're gonna do is come, yes, do you feel that? And then the knees slide open that way. Yep, There we go. I know it's gonna take some wiggling. Yeah. Good. Now the only thing here, Kristen, I think you're just a little backwards, so come forwards. That girl. You feel how that changed your pelvic tilt? Yes. Good. Perfect. Does that feel good? Need more? So then we will get you a second bolster to try that one if you want. Or you could take the bolster away and do frog. Looks good. How's it feel? Like you can kind of melt and let it go further? We need a blanket. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect. That looks amazing. Both Ash and Amber, you have found your spot. Yes. There you go. And I think if you open, you may touch the pool, but that's okay. There we go. Good. Yes, girl. And you shift the weights. Oh man, there we go. Now notice if your shoulders start to clench. Oh yeah, girl. This is always your shape. Yeah, good job. Good, Christian. And if you feel like you're holding it all, maybe get that second bolster. It might allow you to just kind of sink your weight a little further. Yeah, so that this is a little happier, right? You have 10 more rounds of breath here just to enjoy. Micro adjustments are your friend. As you breathe in, create space in that tension. And as you breathe out, soften and let it go. Move into the space. Oh, her. Give me that. She's like, give me your. Steady and smooth with the breath. Good. I'm going to change the shape just a little bit for your last few rounds. There you go. Oh, there you go. Good job, guys. Really tap into the power of that breath. It's there to support you, to open those channels. Last round, big inhale. As you exhale, don't move right away. You gotta be safe about this. Make sure your hands feel steady and planted. Wiggle your toes and gently start to rise from whatever shape you have created. Good job. And I think it would feel nice if you just lengthen the legs behind you And take that belly on your bolster for a little supported belly time, just to let all of that stay. Not stay, settle. Yeah, don't worry about turning on your mat or anything. Good. There we go. Just let the head hang off the edge of the bolster. Sometimes I kind of like to twist my head and let the gravity kind of get some neck hygiene in there while I'm hanging. Two more rounds to rebound. Last round. As you find your next exhale, you can rise. I've got one more little twist that's a seated twist before we start to come down for our Shavasana. So maybe a little child's, whatever you're needing. That was the ticket. Yeah, that was good. Everyone looks different. Nice work, guys. It's crazy how much we hold in these hippies. Yes. All right, so real easy peasy. We've done a lot of inner thigh and the hip flexor. So now I want to make sure we get the outer here. So take the right leg underneath the left. Try to keep both hip points grounded. And then you're going to twist the upper body to the left. That's very good. So letting the right knee be really heavy to the earth, lifting up tall through the spine. It's going to be great for our digestion. One more round. Exhale, coming through center and just switching sides. I like to lean back on my hands just so I can get my feet in the right place. Left side is always a little tighter. So I just try to make the adjustments so that I feel stable. Upper body twist to the right. Good. Two more breaths. Let the right shoulder soften. Last one. Exhale to unwind. Good job, guys. Take any final wiggles that you need. I'm going to stir up this air. You have time. I'm going to give you a solid Shavasana. So do whatever you need to do before you find stillness once again. Yes, Krista, do it, girl. Love that organic movement. Go, okay, yep, that's okay. You got a call? We almost got the Shavasana in there. Good job. I'll see y'all later. Thank you. There we go, my darlings. Good. Let me help you a little bit of this, Anna. So let go of your feet. Good, and we're gonna roll it forward. Yes. There you go. Let it keep coming. Nice work.
Oh, just what do you do?
Yeah, I know. But then you can like really feel all that iron, right? Yeah. All right, baby dolls. So starting to get set up for your most perfect rest. You have absolutely earned this Shavasana. You earn it every time, but you have explored some new shapes today, pushed your edges. So let's fully surrender to this moment. I'm gonna switch up this thigh. Okay. So let's come back to the breath. Notice how it's flowing. Notice how it feels to have all of that vibrant energy pulsing through your body. Knowing that you have done something so good for your physical and mental well-being. Release, relax, and drift away. I'll call you back when it's time. Just yourself. Take one piece at a time. Reconnecting from head to toe. Let's rest a little longer. I'm to fetal on one side, if that seems right for you. Breathe in. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. One more big breath in. And really big breaths out. Gently begin to rise. Your choice if your eyes are open or closed. Take a minute to notice how you feel. We'll bring prayer hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me, my loves. Namaste.